JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, security guard charged in murder of man at wake. A St. Anne security guard has been charged in connection to the murder of 37-year-old Urgil Johnson on Tuesday, October 5, at Masonhall District in St. Mary. The police said 36-year-old Lorenzo Paddyfoot, otherwise called Puddy, of Breadnut Hill in St. Anne, was charged with murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Lawmen said that Johnson was at a wake about 11:45 p.m. when a dispute developed between him and a woman. Paddyfoot reportedly intervened and discharged 2 rounds hitting Johnson. Johnson was pronounced dead at hospital. Paddyfoot later turned himself into the police and handed over the firearm. AK-47 rifle bagged by cops in East Kingston. The Kingston Eastern Police seized an AK-47 assault rifle with ammunition on Sunday, October 10. The high-powered gun with a magazine containing 4 7.62 rounds of ammunition was found on Oliver Road in the Kingston 2 area. Reports are that about 10:20 a.m., police personnel were on operation in the area, during which an abandoned building was searched. The weapon with the ammunition was found inside a duffel bag that was underneath pieces of board inside the building. No arrest was made in connection with this seizure. Investigations continue into the discovery. Man gunned down at gas station in Gregory Park. Police sleuths are probing Sunday's fatal shooting of a man at a gas station in Gregory Park, St. Catherine. He has been identified as 40-year-old Christopher Harris. Reports are that about 9:30 a.m., Harris went to the gas station to purchase an item when he was pounced upon by an armed man who opened fire, hitting him. The attacker later escaped, while the wounded man was taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. 40-year-old man held with gun in St. Catherine. 40-year-old Anthony Green of Williams Lane, Spanish Town in St. Catherine, has been arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition following an incident in his community on Sunday. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that about 3:55 p.m., lawmen on patrol observed Green walking with what appeared to be a magazine in his pocket. He was accosted and a search conducted, where one Daewoo Delta Popper 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 30 9mm rounds of ammunition was allegedly found. Green was arrested and subsequently charged. He is to appear before the St. Catherine Parish Court on Friday, October 15. Residents of northern Trelawny receive water and electricity after 60 years, says MP Hamilton. Millions of dollars are being spent to bring both water and electricity to residents of northern Trelawny, many of whom have been without the essential commodities for up to 60 years. Member of Parliament for the constituency, Tovia Hamilton, outlined the work she has undertaken so far and her plans going forward during a recent contribution to the State of the Constituency debate in the House of Representatives. Hamilton noted that the town of Falmouth was one of the first in Jamaica to receive piped water in 1799. She added that the Marthabury River, which runs through Trelawny, supplies the parishes of St. Anne and St. James, yet many of her constituents who find themselves without the life-saving commodity are left to ponder whether water is really life. The MP revealed that to date, she has trucked water to residents and provided more than 38 black tanks as a temporary measure. Our advocacy has yielded positive responses from the National Water Commission as works have been undertaken to expand their service and improve distribution. The recent completion of Phase 1 of the Wakefield to Bunkers Hill pipeline replacement project has improved water supply to residents of Wakefield, Friendship, and Bunkers Hill at a cost of approximately $69 million, Hamilton shared. She said the second phase of the project is at the design stage and is expected to be undertaken within the next financial year. She also cited that works on the $200 million Dornick and Greater Dornick water supply rehabilitation and upgrading project began in April 2021. Upon completion in February 2022, the residents of Brampton, Calabar, and the Samuel Prospect will, after more than 39 years, stand to benefit, she said. Hamilton also noted that the Marthabury River has the capacity to produce approximately 11 million gallons of water per day, but currently only produces 8 million gallons, resulting from an insufficient power supply at intake. In an effort to yield full capacity, A contract has been awarded to upgrade the power supply to the facility. These works should be completed by the end of January 2022 and will allow the NWC to better serve its customers, said the MP. She told the House that the residents of Bounty Hall are at their wits' end with the inconsistent water supply to their community over the past 50 years. She explained that damage to the pumping unit at the Bounty Hall relift station happens so frequently to the frustration of residents. Upon my appeal to the Minister with responsibility for water, 2 new pumps, duty and standby, have been approved to be installed within the next 4 to 6 months to ensure improved reliability, said Hamilton. On the matter of electricity, she said that for more than 60 years, the residents of Greenmount have been appealing to successive representatives for assistance to develop their community. I was the first representative to ever visit the community, and I was immediately moved to act. My appeal to the Jamaica Social Investment Fund for intervention was met with a quick response and approval for the electrification of more than 100 households to the marvel and delight of all, she declared. Over 160 computers donated to schools in St. James. Just over 160 computers have been donated to 13 primary and high schools in St. James to enable needy students to access online learning. The 138 tablets and 25 laptops were provided through a partnership between the Atlanta-Montego Bay Sister Cities Committee and the Victoria House Foundation in collaboration with the Adelphi Community Development Council. The devices were presented to representatives of the beneficiary schools during a ceremony at the Holiday Inn Resort and Spa in St. James on October 8, which was attended by Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett. He thanked the committee and the foundation for their gesture, noting that the provisions will serve as tools that aid in building the nation's human capital and repositioning Jamaica to become competitive in this new world of technology. Bartlett encouraged the institutions to use the devices to enhance the knowledge of our children and make our country a strong and powerful nation. Atlanta-Montego Bay Sister Cities Committee Chair, Dr. Yvonne Smith, said the need for virtual classes is now greater than ever based on the restriction of face-to-face learning due to the coronavirus pandemic. The children who will benefit from the devices have already been identified at the schools based on the need, she informed. Smith, who urged the children to take care of the devices, encouraged the schools to distribute them on a loan basis, where students will be allowed to use the laptops and tablets for a full academic year before returning them. They'll turn the devices in, and then the schools can decide the following year who else needs them, she stated. She said this arrangement is expected to instill a sense of accountability and responsibility in the children, because when they know that they have to return these devices at the end of the year, they are going to be more careful in how they handle and use them. She maintained that prudent use of the devices would result in similar provisions being extended to other schools and students in Western Jamaica. 258 new COVID cases in Jamaica, 24 more deaths. Jamaica recorded 258 new COVID-19 cases and 25 deaths, bringing the infection total to 86,384 and the virus death toll to 2,025. The deaths were recorded between August 23 and October 8, 2021. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported that the new cases comprise 149 females and 109 males with ages ranging from 32 days to 90 years. The cases were recorded in St. Catherine, 57, Kingston and St. Andrew, 52, St. James, 26, St. Anne, 25, Hanover, 19, St. Thomas, 17, St. Elizabeth, 16, Westmoreland, 14, Clarendon, 10, Manchester, 9, Trelawny, 8, Portland, 3, and St. Mary, 2. The deceased are a 38-year-old male from St. James, whose death was previously under investigation, a 77-year-old female, a 62-year-old male, a 61-year-old female, a 56-year-old male, a 96-year-old female, a 62-year-old female, a 45-year-old male, a 75-year-old male, an 87-year-old male, an 84-year-old female, and a 74-year-old male from Trelawny, an 84-year-old female, an 83-year-old female, a 78-year-old male, a 41-year-old female, a 59-year-old male, a 53-year-old female, a 76-year-old male, a 76-year-old female, and a 30-year-old male from St. Elizabeth. a 64-year-old female from Clarendon, a 6-year-old male and a 63-year-old male from St. Catherine, and a 6-year-old male from St. James. In the meantime, 129 more people recovered in the last 24 hours, bringing total recoveries to 54,424. Currently, 419 people are hospitalized, 53 of which are severely ill, while 30 are critically ill and 90 are moderately ill. There are 29,347 confirmed active COVID-19 cases on the island. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share. Leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.